Did you know there is a feature in your Amazon seller app that allows you to get paid earlier? In this video, I'll share with you this tip and more on how to get the most out of your Amazon seller app. First, if you haven't already, make sure you download the Amazon seller app on your phone. The main person that's responsible for Amazon in your company should download this, and make sure the primary user is logged in on the Amazon seller app. This is going to give them the most availability to all of the different features that I'll share with you on this video. The app is great because without needing to be at a computer, you can easily check your sales and things like that. So let me show you. I'm actually going to open the Amazon seller app and I'm going to show you specifically how to navigate it. Okay, so when you open up your Amazon seller app, right here you can see I'm on the home page, and this is what you'll first see when you log in. So I can see the sales on a certain day, how many units have been sold, I can see the current balance on the account, when the next payment is due, the customer feedback, the seller feedback. And then you can also see product sales for the last 7 days, 30 days, the last 12 months, etc. So there's a lot you can see just from logging in to the home page here with a quick click of a button. This page is probably the page that most brands are already familiar with, and if you have it on your phone already, this is probably what you normally go to and look at. The really neat thing is you can actually view your seller feedback in your app by going to this hamburger menu icon here, and then go down to the performance, and from here you're going to click into feedback. This is actually where you can look and monitor your seller feedback on Amazon. If you want to learn more on how to get negative seller feedback removed, make sure to check out the video that I'll have linked here and also in the description below, and you can learn how to get negative seller feedback removed from your account. So while you are in the performance section here, so let's go back here, make sure to then click on account health. So I'm going to go into account health, and from this page, this is really helpful because you can see things like this account health rating, which is newer to Amazon. You can see, the rating that you currently have. I specifically like looking at things like at a glance to see, do you have any compliance issues? Are there any, product condition customer complaints? Are there any listing policy violations, restricted product policy violations? These are important to see if there are any numbers besides a 0 next to them, because those are something that if you don't already, you should definitely have a seller support case open and that you are already addressing that. But at a quick glance, you can go into your account health and just make sure, does everything look okay? Does anything look normal? Did I miss anything with any performance notifications? And this is where you go here to make sure everything is healthy and to make sure your account is not at risk for deactivation. Next, each day, you should make sure that there aren't any of your products running out of stock. So you can click on this icon again, and I'm going to show you now how to navigate the inventory page specifically. So let's go into manage inventory here, and I like to filter it. So you can choose this filter button at the bottom here, and by default, you'll probably have the all on. So you want to make sure to turn active only, because a lot of times there may be products that you're not planning on restocking, or you aren't currently able to restock for some reason. So I would choose the active option here for the status. And then fulfilled by, I would recommend leaving all on instead of just Amazon or merchant, because then you can use and look at, if you fulfill by Amazon, you would see everything. But then if you do use FBM or fulfilled by merchant as a backup, you can see if you're running low on any inventory there. Then click apply. Then you can just see everything that's currently active, what you have in your catalog that you're selling on Amazon, either through fulfilled by Amazon or fulfilled by merchant. So let's scroll through and you can see if you're using FBM, are there any inventory levels that look a little low? Maybe I would recommend looking anything below 100 for your FBM offers. You may need to update those to make sure that it matches here on what you actually have available to ship out. And then also you can use this for fulfilled by Amazon as well on what you should be sending in. At the point of such low levels like 100 or less, you probably should have been sending it in already, but this will just kind of give you at a quick glance, what needs to be sent in. I also like to click into a certain product, and what you can do is it defaults by opening to the pricing page, but you can actually go to this inventory page tab here. And I like this one because from here, you can see what's actually available at Amazon's warehouse because this product is being fulfilled by Amazon. Then you can see what is inbound, meaning what is being shipped in but has not yet been received by Amazon. And then you can also see FC transfer, that's fulfillment center transfer. This is helpful because maybe you have products that are being shipped around to different fulfillment centers and that's why it's not available for purchase. And it'll show you if there's any of the units that are in transfer currently. And then you can obviously also see things like unfulfillables, how many people are actually have ordered the product, and just a general idea of the inventory age by days. So that is a really helpful page within the inventory tab. Okay, next we're going to go into communications. So let's go back to the icon and we're going to choose this communications tab here. And from here, you can see the buyer seller messages shows first. What I like looking at specifically is that response needed. If there's a 0, then you're all good. That means you've answered everything that needs a response. But if you ever see a number there, that means that you have a message that you need to handle. And the best practice is to handle that within 24 hours or less. That's Amazon's best terms of practice. But you want to make sure to answer those very quickly because that can negatively impact your Amazon account health if you're not answering those in a quick fashion, because Amazon obviously wants you to be handling the customers that are reaching out to you very quickly. Tell me below, what's your favorite feature on the Amazon Seller app? I'd love to hear in the comments from you on what feature that you like best in your Amazon Seller app. So now that we're in communications, I'm actually going to scroll down and show you. There's this support section here, and that's case logs. So I'm going to click into case logs really quick. And this is actually something that I do recommend you typically handle on desktop just because it's easier to navigate seller support on your desktop. But if you want to or need to, you can check this on the go as well. So for instance, I can look at a specific case and I can actually click into it. And when you click into it, you can actually see the details about the case and you can see the status of the case, which is really helpful. So you can see status here on this example shows answered. This means that there's nothing else for you to do. Amazon has answered it. They don't need anything else from you. Sometimes it'll say things like, pending Amazon's, response, or it's waiting on you. So that's kind of the other statuses that can show up. So in this case, there's nothing more for me to do on this. And just keep in mind that these do come to your emails as well, to the main primary account holder for your Seller Central. So you can be seeing those as well there. But this is just another place in case you have to kind of work more on the go on a specific day. Next, I'm going to show you where you can go inside your Amazon Seller app to get paid earlier. If you click on this icon menu here, then you're going to go to the payments section here. Now, from here, I want you to check under statement view. So by default, it shows me the statement view. Do you see the option right below that says funds available now? That'll kind of give you the number of how many funds you have available. And then below that, you can see here, it says to me that you can request payment for transfer once every 24 hours. So if you have that option that shows up, that means your account is eligible to request payments sooner than waiting every 2 weeks, which can be a huge game changer in the busy times of the year, like Q4 when you're doing high sales volume. And then you can actually request deposits faster, and then you can use that money that you've gotten faster to then invest into more inventory. You could use it to invest into Amazon advertising, or maybe you want someone like us that could just handle that Amazon headache for you and do it for you, and you can focus in on other areas of the business. This will just give you so many more options to deal with that extra amount that you can get faster than waiting every 2 weeks. So when you're here, you can scroll down, and what it'll show, and it doesn't show me right now because it's already transferring and it's processing a request, but if you, for instance, I'm in Eastern Standard Time, and if on a Wednesday at 11 a.m. you request a payout, that means that on a Thursday after 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, this pay me option will show yellow, which means you would be eligible to request the payout and then have that deposited into your banking account, which is great. Now keep in mind, the transfers, as always, do typically take that 3 to 5 business days. And this is not something that you pay extra for. There is a service that Amazon has promoted in the past where you can request payouts faster, but with that come extra fees. With this, if your account is eligible and you see this available, that means that you can actually request the payout, get it deposited to your bank account faster, but you're not paying extra fees. Now, keep in mind, Amazon always does have that reserve fund that they do keep so that they have the minimum kind of amount that they need in their account to make sure that, you know, all the fees are covered. But you should be able to see, like I said, in that funds available for now, what actually can be deposited into your account. So if you don't see that button eligible, you don't see anything about that, your account right now may not be eligible to get that faster payout. But this is something that if you are eligible can be a game changer. Make sure to click here to see how to implement top-notch customer service for your Amazon seller account. I think you'll find that video very helpful.